you can have Python printing out hello. Now we are going to put a placeholder here. This placeholder is where our name variable, the value of our variable name is going to be placed into. And so we'll have a name like Ernest being placed into this placeholder, this space here reserved for our name. Hello. Let's say welcome to robotics. Hello, welcome to robotics class. So we can have that. And then remember to add the format function. Then inside the format function, you add your name. Then you add the variable that you want placed into this placeholder here, reserved for your name. And so once we run that, you're going to also to get a text box there, an input field. And so in this input field is where we are going to write our name. And so what is your name? Maybe let's have Sean. Then press enter. Now you see what will happen is that we are going to take the name Sean by using the format function as we did in the previous class, the format function. And so what the format function is going to do is going to place that name Sean, we're going to place that name Sean into this placeholder which we have here. And so you indicate placeholders using the curly braces that we have, two curly braces there. And then dot format, inside the dot format, you indicate the variable name whereby the input is going to be stored into. And so that is input function. It's as simple as that. And so yeah, so maybe we can try, we can try having the second, we can try doing the second example. This time you can yeah, you can try and input your name and then print out this statement containing your name in it. So you can try that. I think it's going to take us about a minute or two to do that. And so yeah, so we can try that for now. Try doing that, and then I'll be able to assist you if you're stuck anywhere. Yeah, so anyone done? You can share your screen now. We can start with Sean maybe. Let's start with Sean. Could you share your screen? Or Chantel, you can share your screen. Okay. Okay, all right. That's good. That's good. That's good. Chantel, you can share a screen. Hi, Chantel. Or as we wait for Chantel, Imani, you can share your screen. Hi, Imani. As we wait for Chantel, you can just share your screen. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. So what you do, you see where we have the cycle button up there, where we have the stop. Next we have where we have run. You see where you click on to run your cell. Yeah, yeah, you have the cycle. The cycle, yeah. Click on that. Restart to restart. Yeah, yeah. So now, what you can do, you can now come back to your to the line where we have the input function. What is your name? Right there. Yeah, now you can run that now. Run it. It's giving out an error. Okay. So what you can do, Imani, you can just cancel, just stop share and then come back again and share the whole screen. Share, select the option where we have screen, share screen instead. Yeah. Oh, so what you can do, go to the search, type here to search, go to that input box on your taskbar down there. Yeah, so go where we have the search, the Windows button, the start button there, where we have the start button. Yeah, and search. Right, just go towards, yeah, right there. Search Jupyter, JUPY. Yeah, click on that. Nope. Okay, now go to Python introduction. Yeah, and then open Python class 1. You can just click on the name. Yeah, so yeah, now you can just write it again. You can remember it was name equals to equal sign, inputs, Then we have brackets. Inside the brackets, what is your name? And then what you do before you run, just another line, move the cursor to the end, then enter. Yeah, then print the brackets. And then inside the brackets, insert the quotation marks. Then print hello, space. Then insert the placeholders, which is the curly braces that we have. The curly braces. You see where we have P? Next to P, that's the curly braces. So you have to press Shift, then press on that. The key just after P. Yeah, that one. Then move space, comma, then write welcome to robotics. Wait, don't reload, cancel there. Oh, what has happened? Don't cancel, just, yeah. Oh, that's the same one. Reload, just you can try reload, just reload, yeah. Oh, now try run this, yeah, run that. Input, what is your name? Run that and see, let's see what will happen. Yeah, so you can just type your name there. Once you press enter, your name will be printed out. So now press enter. Yeah, and so you can do what we wanted to do. Now instead of, you see where we have print, the print function name, you can remove that name, the name. You can remove name inside the print function. And so now we can just do what we were doing. So the brackets again, the brackets, after print we have brackets, then the quotation marks, then hello, the curly braces, hello space, yeah. Yes. Yeah, so after that, you see where we have the closing quotation mark. Just after the closing quotation mark, insert dot format, dot, then format, no space between dot and format. It is happening. Just click on overwrite. Yeah, so dot, yeah, format. Format is a function. Now include the brackets. So now inside the brackets, you're going to write the variable name. The variable name, you can write name inside the brackets. Yeah, and so what format will do, format will take your input from your variable name and insert it into the statement hello. Hello statement, you see where we have the curly braces, that is the placeholder. And so name, your input name will be inserted into this, into the placeholder. And so now you can run and see what will happen. Yeah, so now you can type your name again. And enter. Now you can see we have the name, you have the statement, hello Imani, welcome to Python. And so that's, yeah, that's good. So now you can stop share. Yeah, Chantel, now you can share a screen. Yeah. Yeah, so after hello, you include the curly braces, yeah, that way. And welcome. Or welcome to, or you can just write anything that you feel like. Welcome home, welcome. Yeah, right. So now you can run. No, don't run yet. You've forgotten something. Don't run yet, Chantel. Don't run. We have to insert to include the format function. And so after the closing quotation mark, after the closing, yeah, not there, inside the brackets like that, in between there, include dot format, dot format, brackets. And then inside the brackets, you're going to include the variable name. Yeah. And so now once you run, you can write your name there. You can run. Let's see. Oh. Try running again. Or click on stop. Yeah, click on that, restart. Yeah, now come again there, run.
Run.
Oh, you're not supposed to have space. Remove the space in between the print and the first bracket. Yeah, try now. Use the not yet. Stop. Restart Python. Yeah. So now come back again and run. the same cell. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. And so remember, yeah, yeah. So now it's correct. That remember to don't include space in between print and the first brackets. Sometimes when you're printing long, your printing statements is going to give you an error. So now you can stop share. You can have another person sharing screen. Leilani, you can share a screen. What you can run again, run cell number 11 again. Now input your name. Yeah, good, good. So now let's continue. Yeah, so now let's continue on. So now I've already introduced the input function. And so now let's go to if statements, what we were talking about. And so let's have if statement. And we said if statement is used for decision making in Python. And so with if statements, we usually have if, the if keyword, then we have condition. We have, after the condition, we have the colon. After the colon, we're going to have some action down here. And so this is the action that is going to be taken if the condition above here is true. Yeah, and so we're going to take action. We are going to execute this action or take this action if the condition above here is true. And so that's how the if statement works. And so what we can have, yeah, we can use the same code that we used with the input function, maybe to illustrate this. And so yeah, and so how we do it, we first of all a request for then for name as an input. And so we request for name. What is your name? You request for name. After requesting for name, now this is where we're going to use the if statement. And so we're going to have if. What we want to do, we want to print a certain statement if the name that the user has entered is correct. And so let's have if Then we have name, and we want this name to be our names, our individual names. So in my case, I want the name that the user inputs into the inputs into the screen. The name should be Ernest. And so if the name is Ernest, I want to print out the statement hello. Remember the statement that we printed out? Hello, the placeholder, welcome to, I can say this time, welcome to Python. Yeah, so what we have done here is that we want the name inserted into our code to be Ernest. And so if the name is equal to, you remember the equal to, the comparison operators, and so it's going to evaluate if the name that has been inserted into your code is Ernest. And so we are going to do some comparison in between the name given and the name that exists in your code. And so if they are equal, we are going to get a true result here. And so this condition of ours here is going to be true. And so as we said, is that action, which is down here, will only be taken if the condition is true. And so let's say if I insert any other name apart from Ernest, I'm going to get and nothing will be printed out to my screen. And so to demonstrate this, we can run. Let me run this demonstration. So it's going to ask me, what is your name? And so let's say I put in, sorry, let's have Ernest as my input. And so I press enter. Oh, sorry. I forgot the format function here. Yeah. So let's run again. So what is your name? I have to input Ernest, then enter. And so once I have the input as Ernest, you can see I have the statement down here. The statement has been printed out. That is instance number 1. And so what has happened here is that my input was Ernest, and so the name variable here contains the value Ernest. And so when we come to evaluation of the condition given here in the if statement, the evaluation is going to be true because name is Ernest and that is equal to the string Ernest given here. And so the condition will be true. Once the condition is true, we are going to print out this statement down here. And so this is the action that is going to be taken once the condition is true. Let's run this again. This time, let's insert a wrong name. Let's say this time I insert the name Sean and run. So once I inserted Sean and pressed enter, nothing happened. Nothing was printed out. It is on being on evaluation. You see, once you insert Sean into your code, the variable name here, this variable name will contain the name Sean. And so we'll come down here in the if statement and do some evaluation, do some comparison between Sean and Ernest if the names are the same. But as we all know, Sean is not equal to Ernest. So that is going to evaluate into a false result false. And so if it is false, nothing happens. This action won't be taken down here. Yeah. And so I hope you have gotten that concept. I'm going to introduce something else, then we can now go into practicing it. And so that is if statement. And let's say you want to be able to print something else if the condition is false. If someone, let's say I provided an alternative name, a wrong name other than Ernest, another name other than Ernest here, I want to be able to print to perform some action if the input that has been given is wrong. And so how we do it, we include the else statements. And so we include the else statement so we can have our if statement code here. We can just copy it. You can just copy it down here. Then this time, after the if, then we print, we are going to insert a new line from the beginning. Remember, from the edge of the line, we are going to insert another statement called else. After else, we insert a colon down there. Then you move to the next line. Then we are going to perform some action. If the condition given here is not true. And so this action that is going to be performed here, let's say you insert the wrong name, that's the action that is going to be carried out. And so we can have it print hello. You are not authorized, or you are not, you can say you are not welcomed. Yeah, we can say you're not welcomed, something like that. And so remember to have the dot format again. And inside the dot format, you have the variable name in there. And so what I've done here is that I've included the else statement. And so the else statement is going to be able to do something or to perform an action if the condition above here is going to be false. And how do I make the condition false? By inserting an alternative name other than the one that appears in my code. And so when we run this, we are going to get the same input, text input. And so it's asking for my name. So I give it my name. Let's give it Ernest and run. Oh, sorry. What is happening? Yeah. And so when we run this, we are going to get hello Ernest, welcome to Python. But let's say we run it again. Let's run it again. But this time we give it the name. Let's give it the name Sean and see what will happen. And so when you run this, you can see that the action in the else statement is going to be performed. And so this code here is the one which is going to be executed. That is because the reason why it's going to be executed is because we have made this condition here false. And so how we have made it false is by inserting the wrong name into our input. And so it was expecting the name Ernest, but we gave it the name Sean. And so what happened in the if statement, the condition was evaluated. And so we evaluated if Sean is equals to Ernest. And so after evaluation, it found that Sean is not equal to Ernest. So it provided for us a false result. And so after providing us with the false result, what happened is that the action in the just after if was ignored, then it went to the else and performed the action just below it. And so let me just write a simple explanation of the if else statement. Let's have a simple explanation of the if else statement. Sorry. If else statement. And so how it works, if you want and so how the if else statement works is that if you want your program to do something else, if your answer is wrong, so we are going to include the else statement for it. And so you can see here, when we provided the wrong answer as shown, we were able to do something else. And so that something else was to print that, hello, Sean, you are not welcomed. And so that was the if and the if else. And so anyone with a question on the two statements that we have discussed before I can give you a simple task to do? Anyone with a question? Okay. So, yeah, so what we can do, we can take about 3 minutes and create our own if else statement. Let's create our own if else statement. This time we are going to request for a name, same way we did here, but instead of using my name, you can use your name as the condition. You can use your name instead. You see here, you can use your name so that now we can be able to perform some tests using that condition. So you can create your own if else statement. If else statement. So you can create your own. And so this time you can use your name for that. Then I'll be able to check and assist anywhere you are stuck. So we can take 3 minutes for that, and then we continue on to the next thing. And so yeah, you are supposed to create the if else statement, which is the if statement, but this time we added the else part. And so the else part is used to perform some action if the answer you provided here, if the answer you provided was wrong. So we can, so we can take some minutes, or if you are done, you can just share your screen, so that you can be able to have a look too. And so the next thing that we're going to do is to, the next thing we are going to create a game using the if and if else statements that we have learned. And so that game will be the rock paper scissors game. And so we can, just after we have completed this part, we are going to create that game using this concept that you've learned here. And so now anyone who has been successful in creating the if else statement, you can share your screen. Or we can have Chantel. Chantel, are you done?
No.
Not yet?
Yes. There's a problem in line 5.
Okay, so can you share your screen? Oh, yeah. So the problem is in line, in line 5, as you have said. And so you see where we have the last line. On the last line, go to the front of the line where we have print, just before print. Insert, click on that, and backspace. Clear one step. Oh, again. Oh, yeah. So go to where you have else. Just before else, clear the space in between else and the margin of the page. Clear the space. Yeah. Okay. So now go down to print, to the print just below it. The print just before print. Insert that blinking cursor just before print, between the margin and print. Insert it there. Then space again, until it is in line with the other print that there. And so now you can try running. Let's see. Oh, so where we have Chantel there, you have to enclose it using the, you have to enclose it. Yeah, that way. So now run. Okay, we have another. Oh, where we have print, you have also to enclose that. No, just inside the, no, not that way. Don't remove the space in again space. Yeah, there. Then where we have the brackets, the print brackets, inside the print brackets, you have to insert, yeah, a quotation mark there. Yeah, that way. Yeah, so now insert your name. You have to insert the full name. You have to insert your full name first. So run again. Yeah, good. So now you can run again. This time insert someone else's name. You can use another, no, yeah, go to that cell, to the cell. Click on cell 20, and then run. Click on 20, then run. Now insert another name. Yeah, so now you can see Sean is not welcomed. Okay, now you're good. That is good. So you can stop share. So you can have another person share the screen. Yes, Sean. Yes, that is good. Yeah, that is good. That is good, Sean. Okay, next we can have Imani. You can share your screen.
Hi, sorry to interrupt you, Ernest. Do you
Yeah,
install Anaconda?
yeah.
Just finding out from Ven if she installed Anaconda.
Oh,
Yes, I installed the Anaconda.
oh. So now you are able to write the code.
No,
Oh, not yet.
yes.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe after Imani, you can share your screen so that teacher Ernest can guide you.
Okay, I didn't even attempt anything because I didn't attend the first lesson.
Okay, teacher Ernest will guide you on that.
Okay.
Okay.
So next you can have Leilani share your screen. You can have Leilani. You can run 20, run cell 20. This time insert your name. Yeah, good. Good. You can now insert an alternative name. Yeah, good. Now we can have then. That is good, Leilani. So now you can stop share, so that we can have then share the screen. And now then you can share your screen. So yeah, so maybe we can continue as we wait for Ven when she's ready. So yeah, so that is the if statement, the if-else statement. And then after these two, we still have another statement for decision making. And so this statement is what we call the elif statement. So
Please, hello, Tisha. Can you please
yeah,
stop sharing so that I can share mine?
okay. So you can go ahead and share.
I'm sharing.
Oh, what you can do, you can just stop share and then come back again and share. This time share the screen, the option where we have screen. Share
Okay.
screen, the whole screen. Select the tab we have where we have screen. Eh, you have not yet shared the option because I can't see any other screen. You can share, then you see the top left option, the topmost on the left side,
Yeah.
which
It's
is written
screen.
screen. Yeah. Yes. Now, hi, Van. I think you have stopped sharing. Okay. Yeah. So now go to search for Jupyter. and then open that. Just give it time, it will open the browser. Oh, do you have any other browser in your computer apart from Opera? Because it seems to be taking so much time to open. You can just search. You can search for Firefox or Chrome down there. Firefox as one word. Or you can just leave it. I see that it has already opened. So we can just use it for now. Yeah, we can just use it. You can, yeah. And so yeah, the first thing that we did was to create, you can create a new folder. You go to new, where we have new up there. Just up there, where we are just below quit and logout, we have new, we have upload and new on the right side here. Yeah. Click on that, go to folder. Yeah, so just let's give it some time. Yeah, so now you can go to the first cell. Let's start the first cell. It seems like your browser is slow to load. Let me see. So what you can do, you see where we have the tab up there, where we have the tabs. Go to the current tab. I think your screen has frozen, or yeah, don't close. Just right click on that. Right click on your current tab. Yeah, so go to close other tabs. Yeah, so is it better now, or is it still hanging? Yeah, so
It's now working.
yeah,
It's okay.
it's okay. Okay.
Now, okay, yes.
Okay, so now you can let's start with the input function. Write name equals to input. Remember the brackets. No, only one. It's only one equal sign for that. Input, and then we have the brackets. Then the quotation marks. Inside the brackets, we have quotation marks. And then we have the statement that will be asking for the input. This time we inserted, what is your name? You can write, what is your name? You can have question mark, then space, then space. Okay, now we move to the next line. Move your cursor to the end of the line and enter. Yeah, so in there we want to determine then to use the if else statement, and so we are going to start with if. Write if name is equal to, remember is double equal signs, another equal sign, then space, then you can have the quotation marks. Inside the quotation marks you can write your name. After that, at the end of that line, insert colons. Then press enter to move to the next line. And so this time you're going to be defining the action to be taken if the above state condition is true. And so we are going to want to type print the brackets, then inside the brackets, the quotation marks, then write the statement hello, space, then we have the placeholders, which are the two curly braces, shift, yeah, then you can have space, then you can say welcome to robotics class. Not inside the curly braces, just after. Remove the space inside the curly braces. Remove that extra, then put space in between hello and the curly braces. Yeah, so now now you have the comma separating. After the curly braces, input a comma, insert a comma just after it, and then now type welcome to robotics class. Then after the quotation mark, the closing quotation mark, you can insert the dot format function, and inside the brackets of the dot format, you insert name. There's no space, or yeah, okay, it's okay. I had not seen it. Dot, it was okay, yeah. Dot format, it has some brackets. After format, yeah, brackets, inside the brackets, now you're going to insert the variable name. The variable name, yeah. Yes. Now this, what we have now right now is the if statement. So we want to include the else statement again. So at the end of the current line, you're going to insert a new line just below it. Now press on backspace so that you can start at the edge of the page. So now there we are going to insert the else keyword, insert else. As after else, we have the colon coming after it, and then new line again, and then we're going to have the print statement, the print function, print the brackets, and then insert the quotation marks. Then we can have again hello, the space, and then curly braces again. And then now a comma separating, a comma after the curly braces, just like we did in the above print statement. So yeah, so now you can write you are not welcomed, or you are not signed up for the class. You can try you are not signed up for the class. Then after the closing quotation mark, remember to insert again the format function as we did above. Yeah, so I think, yeah, so now we can run that. Yeah, so now you can try out with your name. Then again, you try out with another name and see what will happen. And so now press enter. no, not shift enter. Just go back to the line to the inputs. To the inputs where we have what is your name. Click on the as if you want to write a name inside the text box. Yeah, click on that. And then press enter. Then press enter. Yeah, that way. And so now you can see it has welcomed you to the robotics class. So you can try run again, the same cell, but this time in the text box, you can write an alternative name. You can write a wrong name, let's say. Yeah, so now you can run. No, not run. You can press enter. No, not run. Sorry, press enter. Yeah, now you can see we have that. So what has happened is that the else has been able to, when you inserted the wrong name, it was able to perform an action. The if statements, when you inserted the correct answer, we were able to do an action that to perform a certain action. But when you inserted the wrong answer, we were able to also perform an action on that. And so that is what we were looking at. We discussed on the input function. Then we went to if. We said if only performs action when the condition above is true, but we can add else to perform action when the condition is false. And so that is when the two are combined, we have the if else statement. And so that is where we were at. So now you can stop share so that I can continue on.
You stop to share the screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So so we have discussed on if statement. Then we looked at the if else statement. So now we are going to proceed on to the elif statement. We have the elif statement. Sorry. Yeah, so we have the elif statement. And so what the elif statement does is to, let me just complete writing it, statement. Yeah, and so what elif stands for, elif in full is else if. Yeah, and so it's else if. And so it's usually Python's way of saying if the previous condition was not true, then let's try this other condition. And so, yeah, so maybe I can use the elif statement, demonstrate it, how it works. And so with elif statement, so let me just write the definition. It's Python's way of saying if the previous condition Yeah, if the previous condition was not true, then try this other condition. Yeah. Yeah, so it's Python's way of saying if the previous condition was not true, then try this other condition. So what it means is that we are going to have multiple conditions as opposed to the if-else statement or the if statement. And so with the if-else and the if statement, we only had one condition. And so this was the only condition that we had here with if and if-else. And so we were just evaluating one condition. But with elif, we are going to be able to evaluate multiple conditions at one go. So in full, elif, what it means, it's elif, else if. And so that's what it is in full. So we can have let's use the same if else statement that we created above here. We can use this exactly the same one. And so this time I want to expand the conditions that are to be tested. Yeah? And so what I want, let's say I want to be able to test for the names of all of you guys who are here. I can be able to do to perform that kind of test using the elif statement. And so to do that, what you do, after your first if statement, usually we include the elif statement by writing elif. After elif, we are going to have another condition that is going to be tested this time. And so this time, let's say I want to test the name, if the name this time is shown. And so if the name is shown, I want also to be able to print. Let's say I want to be able to perform some other action. Yeah. And so we can have again. And so this time, let's have the statement like, hello, you are one of us. Yeah. Remember to include the dot format function and insert the name variable in there. And so what I've done here is that I'm able now to test for two names at one go. Yeah, I'm able to test for Ernest if the name is Ernest. Then again, I'm able to test if the name is Sean again. Also, I can also be able to test for other names. Let me include another name. And so we include it by using the elif statement followed by the condition that you want to test. You want to test if the name is, let's say if the name is Imani. You want to test for that again. And so if the name is Imani, we are going to print this statement down below here. So this I want to alter, let's say we can write, I think that was good enough. Yeah, so we can have welcome back. If the name is Imani, we can have this statement being printed out. And so remember to include the dot format again. And so in there, we pass the variable name in there. Also, we can also have another test condition and test for another name. And so we can test for, let's test for if the name is when. And so we can print something else if the name is when. And so we can have we can alter this statement a little bit. And so let's have that. Remember dot format again. And so that's it. And then after having the multiple elif statements, we can write as many as we want to test different conditions. So once we are done with testing these alternative conditions, we are going to end with the else statement. And so what the else statement is going to do is going to perform an action or print out a certain statement if all these conditions, yeah, if I provided, or we can say, if all these conditions were false, and so else will come and take over. And so we are going to print a certain statement if all these other conditions are false with else. And so we can have else print. Let's say we don't insert or we don't input a name that is among the ones defined here. What is going to happen is that else now is going to take over the control of this decision or this statement. And so we are going to be able to print out a certain statement if all these other conditions are false. And so we can print you are not part. You can be able to print such a statement. So once we run this, now let me explain. When you enter, let's say enter the name Ernest, it's going to print for us, hello Ernest, welcome to Python. And so what will happen once we entered Ernest, this condition is going to evaluate to true, and the next line is going to be executed. And so this is the line that's going to be printed out. And so, and that's the case, what has happened here. If we run again, this time, insert the name Sean. We insert the name Sean. What will happen? This next statement here, what will happen is that the first thing that will happen is that we'll start with the if statement. And so we'll try to evaluate if Sean is equals to Ernest. But in this case, Sean is not equal to Ernest. So what the result of this condition is going to be false. And so when the condition is false, we are going to jump on to the next line. We are going to skip the print portion here, then jump on into the elif statement. And so once in the elif statement, we are going again to evaluate the condition. So is Sean equal to Sean. And so this will give us a true value because we have Sean as our name, and that is equal to Sean. And so this time we are going to print, we're going to enter into the body of elif and print the statement just below it. And so that is what happened here. And so after that, the decision, the whole code, after the execution of the print statement, that will be the end of this code. But again, let's run this again. This time, let's have the name Imani. What will happen again? Execution will start from the top. We'll start from the if condition. And so we are going to compare the two values. We're going to compare Imani, which is our name here. Is it equal to Ernest? That is going to give us a false result. So it will jump the print statement here, go to the next, to the elif statement here. Then it will evaluate the condition again. Is Imani equal to Sean? Again, it is false. And so when it is false, it will jump the execution here and go to the next elif statement. In there, we are going to evaluate the condition. And so we are going to ask if is Imani equal to Imani? And so since the two names are equal to each other, we're going to have a true result. And so we know if we get a true result, we are going to print whatever follows the elif or if statement. Whatever follows the elif statement is going to be executed. And this time what we are executing is the print function. And so we are going to be able to print, hello, Imani, welcome back. And so that's going to be the statement that is going to be printed. And so once execution has happened, once printing has taken place, the code ends there. We are not going to proceed on to these next lines here. But again, let's run it again. This time, let's have Ven as our input name. Then press enter. Again, it will start from the first if statement, go to the next elif statement comparing the two values if they are equal to each other. And so it will skip if, it will skip elif, the first elif, it will skip the second elif. Then it will come to the third elif and compare the two values. And so since the values are equal to each other, it's going to give us a true result. Then what will happen is that we're going to execute whatever is below the elif. And so once we execute this, we'll have this statement being printed out. And so the statement that is going to be printed out is, hey Ven, welcome. Again, we can test it again. This time, let's have a name that is not among these names here. Let's have a name like, you can say Jean. Or yeah, we can have John. I had forgotten something. Yeah, so this time we said that let's try out with another name that is not among the ones we have indicated here. So when we run that, you're going to get, hello John, you're not part of the class. The reason being, the name John has come to each of these condition and has been evaluated in the if statement, in the first elif statement, in the second elif statement, in the third elif statement. But during all these evaluations, we have not found a name that equals to John. And so for that reason, We are going to exit from if, go to elif, exit from the first elif, go to the second elif, exit from the second elif, go to the third elif, then exit from the third elif. Then we go to the else statement. And as we said with else statements, else is going to print out as, or is going to perform an action. That is, in our case, the action that you're going to perform is to print out this statement. And so the reason why it's going to print out this statement is because all these other conditions above here have failed the test. And so John was not among the names that we had indicated here. And so that's why we went to the else statement, then we printed out else down there. And so that is elif statement. So I hope you have understood that part. And so you can just try out writing this statement, and then we can share our screens before now we can proceed on to creating a game. And so you're going to take about 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes, write this elif statement. If you're stuck somewhere, you can just ask me so that I can be able to help you out. Okay, you can see Sean is done. Sean, you can share screen. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Now you can try out with Ven. Yeah, that is correct. Thank you for sharing. So we can have another person sharing. Okay, so now we can have maybe Imani, can you share your screen? Imani, or even Leilani can share, or Chantel, you can share. Okay. Yeah, so format, yeah, that is, oh, so remember, Chantel, the first thing we start with the if statement first before we can go to elif. So the first statement has to be if. So you can see insert if statement just above there. Yeah, you can insert, you see where we have your name, if name is equals to Chantel, you can insert that equals to, remember to have the quotation marks once done. Yeah, and then after that, you end with colons, insert colon, insert a colon, not a bracket, colon. Note the colons, you see where we have L, next to L we have the colon. So press shift, yeah, that one, insert only one, then press enter, yeah, and then now we have a new line. You can print something there that you want printed out, say print the brackets, then the quotation marks, then you can say this is my channel. I can see you are saying, you can write this is my channel. Okay. Wait, before you run, go to where we have the next elif equals to Imani. Have some quotation marks around it. Where we have Imani, not there. On your current cell number 6, go to where you have number 6, not there. Go down, 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 down. Move down again. Yeah, there. You see where we have elif equals to Imani. Yeah. So have insert quotation marks around the name Imani. And then after the quotation marks, after Imani, after the name Imani, you have to insert the colon. After the two quotation marks, insert colon just as you did for Chantel above there. Okay. Now go to Sean. Do the same for Sean. The same thing for Sean. Then next, wait, before you run, next you have to insert else. You have to finish with else. Before you run, you have to finish this with else. So insert a new line. Remember to insert, you see where we have the print? On that same line that you are in, insert the first bracket after print. Just after print, insert bracket. Down there, yeah. Just, yeah, there. You can just delete that one. Okay. Now go to the end of that line. The end of the line. Not don't insert another bracket. That's okay the way it is. Yeah, and then press enter now. Press enter. Then press backspace. Don't run yet. It's not yet ready. And then write else. Else. And then use the not that. Remove name. After else, include the colon. Have colons after else. Then press enter. Where we have enter, write, you can print, yeah, print have the brackets. You can say come again and come again another time. Come again sometime. Something like that. Yeah. So what before you can run, before you run, yeah, that's correct. So you see where we have you can now try run. You can now try to run and see. Now insert one of the names that is there. So insert Imani with a small I. Yeah. Yeah. And so now try to insert a name that is not there. Run again. No. Have the yeah. See now. Come again another time. So that is good, Chantel. Now you can stop share. That we can have either Imani or Leilani sharing the screen. So Imani, you can share screen.
Hi, Teacher Ernest.
Yeah, hi.
Kindly read some message there in your chat.
Oh. Okay, okay. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, so I hope you were able to get that. So what you're going to do now is to go through the exam that I had assigned you. You can go through the exam that I had assigned you so that you can, yeah. So this is the exam. Now view. Yeah. And so this exam was just testing on what we had learned in Python. And so some of the concepts that we learned in Python. And so number one, we have 15, a percentage sign there, then 3. And so
Teacher
this,
Ernest,
yeah.
I don't know whether they were able to access the platform. Maybe
Oh, they were not able.
we
Oh,
can confirm that. Were we able to access the exam?
were you able? Yeah.
Sean, did you access the exam? Hi, Sean.
Hi.
Did you access the exam?
Yeah, but it didn't log in on the laptop.
Oh, you didn't log in?
Yeah.
So you did not attempt. What about Chantel? Hi, Chantel.
Hi.
Did you attempt the exam?
No.
Okay. And did you try opening the site?
No.
And Imani? Imani, did you attempt the exam?
No.
Okay. Did you see the link to the exam platform?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe we can try just checking right now so that we can attempt the questions. Then we can go through with Teacher Ernest.
Yeah, we can. We can. It's just going to take 5 minutes, around 5 minutes. Not hard questions.
Yeah. And Ven, did you attempt the questions? Leilani?
No.
Okay. Check the email that Teacher Ernest sent. It has the link to the exam platform.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to use the portal.
You could not log in.
Yeah.
Okay, let me check your account right away. Leilani, check your email if you see an activation email for your account. Same to Imani, you did not activate your accounts. Just check your inbox right away. Same thing to Chantel. Sean, yours is active. We should be able to see the exam. Sean, have you seen? Even when yours is active, we should be able to see the exam. Unless you've forgotten your passwords. Who has been able to access the exam?
I didn't get the activation email.
Oh, you've not received it?
No.
Okay, let me resend. Not yet. Just a minute, ma. Just a minute. Oh, it's not. Nice, Baba. Nice, beautiful. What is it?
We resent.
Mm. Imani and Leilani, have you seen the activation email?
Yes.
Okay. Chantel, you've not seen yours? Hi, Chantel.
Hi.
Chantel, which email are you using?
Mine.
With it's please tell me. You can post it just in the chat. Imani and Leilani, you've seen the exam?
No.
But you've opened the site.
Yes.
And there's no exam there.
Oh, I've seen it. Thank you.
Okay, nice.
Excuse me, teacher. Can't find.
You still can't find it?
I can. I've logged in, but
Yes. Yes.
the password is incorrect. It's the right one.
It's saying the password is incorrect.
Yes, no, it's saying forbidden in.
Sorry? Come again, please, Chantal.
Please, over here. Over here.
Chantal,
Yes.
Let me reactivate the account for you. It's like you've forgotten your password. Have you activated just now?
I had not forgotten my password. I changed it again.
Okay, let me create the account for you afresh.
It is the last password. Oh.
Chantel, check your email. I've resent the account for your activation email. Check your inbox, Gmail. You're changing your password for Gmail. That one, exams account registration. Don't from exams. Yes. Can you see your exam now?
I'm not logged in yet. Where are you supposed to?
Ay, another one. Can be your favorite stuff.
You've seen it now?
Yeah, is it this one?
Yes, okay. Yeah, take. I've just assigned you twice because you said you have not seen it. Now stop sharing your screen and attempt the questions. Ven, have you accessed the exam portal?
No.
But it's active.
Yes?
I think you used a password that you have forgotten.
No, I used my mom's password.
For the exams portal?
Yes, I
And it's
logged
not
in using
opening.
her.
It's
I
not
logged
opening.
in. Yes.
Okay, let me send you, search for your account afresh, and then you check your email.
Yes.
And that,
Mm.
If I show you all the answer,
then check the email. When you're there,
Yes, I'm checking. I'm checking.
yeah, check and activate that account.
Yes.
I won't tell you the answer. I'll just laugh when you.
Not.
Have you seen the email?
Seen.
Yeah.
I have not seen it.
Refresh your email.
Okay.
Because I've just sent it right away.
Okay.
And Leilani, Imani, are you attempting the quiz? Okay, I've seen. Leilani? When have you received the email? Hey,
Received.
Ven, have you received the email?
Hi. Yes, yes, I'm activating the account.
Okay, activate, then you'll be able to see your exam there.
Yes.
Ven, how far? Hi, Ven. Leilani,
Yes, I'm listening.
have you accessed the exam?
No, it is refusing. Let me
But
share the screen. Huh?
you said you received the activation email.
Us?
Did you receive the activation email?
Yes.
And you activated the account?
I'm now activating it. Let me share the screen, you see.
Because it's just automatic.
I'm now logging in. Logging in
Okay.
is the problem.
Okay. Is that email correct? I didn't use that
Yes.
email. I used the Yahoo email.
It's a new one. It's for my mom.
But
Not the Yahoo one.
I used Yahoo to
Huh?
activate your exam, so you're supposed to use Yahoo there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Password.
When you're activating the account, what password did you use?
When I was activating the account, another password, my name.
Use the password that you used when activating the exam account.
Okay.
Here we don't need the password for the email. The one that you yourself used.
Yes.
Yeah, now there you go. Can you see the exam now?
Yes.
Okay, please attempt the exam.
Okay.
Imani?
It's saying that no query results found for Model A app user.
Were you able to access the exam portal?
No.
Kindly share your screen and see what it tells you. Just a minute, I'm doing something. Just again. Okay, I see what. Okay, that's the activation email that you received.
Pardon?
That's the activation email that you received earlier on.
Yeah.
Hi, Imani.
Yes.
Your account is active. Just go to the exam account, the exam page, which means you've already your password is active. You've already activated it.
Yeah, so what you do, go to inbox, and just search, go down here. We have where we have introduction to Python notes. Yeah, that one there, introduction to Python. It's under, yeah, it's written, go down a bit, move down, yeah, up, one step up, another there, and no, the one written Honest Operations, yeah, enter. Then yeah, click on exam portal here. Now your exam.
Thank you.
You can, okay.
Leilani, how far have you gone? Leilani, you're there?
Not yet.
Oh, you're still doing your exams?
Yes.
Okay. And it's timing you, so after some time it will log you out. Chantel? Hi, Chantel.
Chantel has already done the exam.
Oh, Chantel has done.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not allowing me to click on the quiz.
Iman, it's not doing what?
It's not allowing me to click on the quiz.
On the grades. Please share your screen. When you click tech, it doesn't open. Ernest, what might be the issue?
Or let me try reassign the exam and
Okay.
see. So Imani, you can just share screen. Share your screen, Imani. So now go to the refresh button up there. Refresh, click on, or what you can do, yeah, click on the refresh button, which is up there, up on the, yeah, that button. Yeah. Now try take this, the first exam here. Try the second. Oh, so Mary, I think there's an error with the, yeah, with the platform in that case. Yeah.
Okay. But the rest have attempted.
Or Imani, can you share your screen once more? We try with another browser and see how it will respond. So what you can do, you can just copy the path, the exam.predictiveanalytics.co.ke, copy all that. You can just click once and then copy. Have you copied?
Yes.
Okay, so now which browser are you using? You're using this is
Chrome.
Chrome. Okay,
Yes.
you can try and open Firefox or any other browser that you have. Oh, so Imani, what you can do, you can just stop share and then come back again and share this time with the option. Select the screen option that is there instead, because I can't see the other screen. I can only see your browser. Yeah, now you can log in. Yeah, now click on that. And now try and click on tech. Yeah, so now you can click on proceed.
Thank you.
Okay, welcome.
So, and I saw the rest I've already done.
Let me check.
Okay.
Yeah, all the rest I've already done the exam.
So you can give Imani like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Imani, once you're done, you can just alert us.
I finished the exam.
Oh, okay. So I can see Imani is done with the exam. So yeah. Okay, so we can just go through the exam in 5 minutes, then call it a day. So it was Python programming. Yeah, so the first question was asking about was an operation, a mathematical operation, as you can see. And so this is a modulus operation using the percentage sign. And so the answer for this 15 modulus 3 means that we are trying to find the remainder after the division of 15 by 3. And so what remains after the division of 15 by 3? Because 15 is wholly divisible by 3, we're not going to have any remainder. And so for that, we are going to get 0 as our answer for this. And so I can maybe show you where we did. Yeah. And so these are the other mathematical operations that you can perform using Python. We have addition, remember, you have subtraction, we have multiplication, we have division. Note that division is just the slash, the forward slash only. But for modulus, we have the percentage sign. For modulus is represented using the percentage sign. And so for modulus, it gives us the remainder after division has occurred between the two numbers. And so in that case, in that case, 15 divided by 3 will give us 5, a remainder 0. And so for modulus, is the remainder is what you want. And so the answer here will be 0 in this case. For number 2, which data type is 5.0, as we discussed, is that we have two types of numbers in Python. We have integers and we have floats. Integers are whole numbers. Float number, these are decimal numbers. Any number with a point, with a decimal point in it, is a float. And so in this case, we had 5 as our number. 5 has a point in it, has a decimal point in it. And so this makes it a float data type. Number 3, which of the following is not valid? And so this was testing on strings, how you assign strings to a variable. And so we say that strings, in our notes, we said that strings are usually enclosed using either single, double, or triple quotation marks. For single quotation marks, we enclose in a single line. For double also, we enclose in a single line, but for triple quotation marks, we enclose a paragraph, that is a multiple line string. For double and single, we can only enclose them in single line strings, like name and the name down here. We have enclosed them with either single or double quotes. Both are acceptable. And so among the choices that are given here, the one which is not valid is the first choice. As you can see, some. When you start with a single quote, you must end with a single quote. If you start with a double quote, you must end with a double quote. But in this case, we started with a single quote and we ended with a double quote. And so this is not valid. And when you do this, you're going to get an error in Python. So number 4, division of two numbers always results in a number of type. Remember how we discussed about this in the mathematical operations, specifically whereby when we divided 50 by 2, we got an answer of 25.0. And so this answer which we got here, when we look for when you use the type function and perform this operation in it, let's perform any other operation. Let's say 2 divided by 1 in there. And so when you perform this kind of division, let's run that and see the result will be a float number. And so every time you perform division, we are going to get the result as a float number. So result so the result is always a float that contains a decimal point in it. Number 5, which of the following symbols is used for division in Python? And so it gave us several options. The first one was backslash. The second one was forward slash. The third one was a vertical line. Then we had the division sign down here. And so we said for division in Python, we normally don't use the division, the mathematical division sign down here. And so instead, we usually use the forward slash in place of the division. And so remember, is the forward slash with the top tilting towards the right. That indicates that it's a forward slash. As you can see, as you can see down here, division, we use the forward slash. And so all these division operations, we are able to perform them using the forward slash of them. Yeah, and so that was the end of that's the end of the quiz. Yeah, so yeah. Mary?
Mr. Ernest, I'd like you to help them
Yeah.
fill in that. There's a survey there I'd like them to fill in. I've
Oh, the
just
survey. Oh, yeah.
yeah, in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. They can just ignore the cultural thing and just fill in the details. Assume it's now robotic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we see the link?
Have you shared the link?
Yes, I've just shared here in the chat.
Oh, yeah. So guys, you can just click on that link, which is there. By clicking on it, click on the link in shared. Restart required. Why? And so yeah, you can just click on that link, shared. It will bring you to so it will ask you to fill in some details. I don't know why mine. Mary, could you share yours instead, because mine.
Okay. Have
Yeah,
you opened?
Yeah.
Sean, have you opened that link?
Or one of you, or one of you can share the screen so that he can guide you.
Yeah.
You've opened?
Yes.
Okay. Chantel, have you opened? Hi, Chantel.
I'm open. It's opening.
Okay. Imani, have you opened the link?
Not yet.
Okay, but you're trying.
Yeah.
Okay. Leilani?
Yeah. Maybe Imani, you can share your screen. Imani, you can share your screen now.
Maybe someone else can share as she prepares herself. Leilani? Hi, Leilani. Ven?
I have not opened the link.
Please open it.
I'm trying to open it.
Mine's not working.
You can share screen, Leilani. So you can try refresh the page by clicking on the refresh button up there. It's still not opening. Do you have any? Do you have another browser there? Like Firefox? Okay, it seems like it has an issue now. So I think we can end the class, then we'll sort it out later and then send you a new link in your emails. Yeah, so for now, we can end the class there. Have a good afternoon. So thank you. Goodbye, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Leilani. And Imani, bye.